So the first thing I want to say is thank you. I'm grateful first to Representative Francis Rooney of Florida, who was the first Republican to join me in introducing the Fair Drug Pricing Act, which is included in this package, and who has been committed to working across the aisle on drug pricing for several years now. I'm also very, very grateful to Senator Baldwin and Braun, senators, both of them in the Senate, who are fighting to get this companion bill over the finish line. I'm also grateful to Ranking Member Walden, his staff, and my Republican colleagues on this committee who agreed to work diligently with us to reach bipartisan compromise on the Fair Drug Pricing Act and other drug pricing transparency measures that are all included in this package of bills. I hope that people will look at this markup today and realize that bipartisanship is still possible, especially in this committee, but also in this Congress. And finally, I'm most grateful to our chairman and his staff for being so committed to this issue of true drug price transparency that actually has teeth. They have worked with me throughout the Congress to set what I hope will be a unanimous committee vote to make the whole package, move the whole package to the House floor today. This package is essential and it is long overdue. The bills being considered today are only a start, and the transparency is only one piece of the puzzle in bringing down the cost of prescription drugs. But let me make everyone aware it is a huge deal that the Energy and Commerce Committee has taken the lead on marking up the most robust, the most comprehensive, the most effective drug price transparency legislation that has ever been seriously considered in the United States Congress. We should all be proud of that effort. AARP, the Campaign for Sustainable Prescription Drugs, Patients for Affordable Drugs, Families USA, the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, the American Academy of Neurology, the Alliance for Retired Americans, the Medicare Rights Center, all agree that they have endorsed this package. But most importantly, I want to say that this package will, for the very first time, give taxpayers public notice of price increases. It will, for the first time, bring basic transparency to the market for prescription drugs. The American people are crying out, and prescription drug prices are literally killing them. H.R. 2296 will finally force drug companies to answer to the American people. So what we need to do right today is to pass this package, and I yield back.
I thank the gentlewoman. Did you want to say? All right, so we're doing, this was the underlying bill, but now, unless anyone wants to speak on that, we're going to go to the Schakowsky Manager's Amendment. Mr. Gentleman from Georgia wants to speak on the underlying bill. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to strike the last word. Mr. Chairman, I'll be brief, but I wanted to again state my appreciation for the work that's gone into these bills. I've had concerns with earlier versions of these bills, but I think after a robust process of hearings and negotiations, this is a package of bills that will help patients. So far, this committee has demonstrated a sincere effort to work together to address prescription drug prices. While I think we still have some work to do, today's transparency bills are a good step. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I'm concerned and I'm confident that the policies in this bill will help lower costs for patients. Again, I want to thank you, Chairman Pallone and Chairwoman SU, for your leadership throughout this process. And I want to thank the staff on both sides for their work on this as well. I look forward to continuing to work with you all to address other drug pricing reforms moving forward. I remember during one of the insulin hearings in the Oversight Committee earlier this year, Chairwoman DeGette said she thought she'd never see the day when Buddy Carter was channeling Jan Schakowsky. But here we are, and I'm thankful we have been able to work together on these issues. Mr. Chairman, today marks another strong step in this committee's work to lower drug prices for Americans. I encourage all of my colleagues to support this bill. I look forward to continue to work with you all to get this bill across the President's desk so we can start delivering for patients across the country. Thank you, and I yield back.